The man I didn't choose who ended up choosing me. My best friend, Sarah, is the kind of person who thinks honesty is a competitive sport. We're sitting on my back porch, sharing a bottle of cheap rose, while my husband, Mark, is 10 feet away power washing the siding. Mark is, well, he's Mark. He's wearing cargo shorts from 2008, a faded World's Okayest Brother t-shirt, and he's humming a show tune completely out of key. Sarah leans in, her voice dropping to that "we're gossiping now" whisper. She looks at Mark, then back at me and says, "Be real with me. You were the head cheerleader. You had a full ride to state. You could have married a literal astronaut. Why did you, settle for a guy who organizes his sock drawer by fabric weight?" I look at Mark. He just hit a spider web with the power washer and did a little victory dance. It was painful to watch. I took a long sip of wine. "Settle?" I asked. My heart kind of thudded because for a long time, I thought I had. Mark wasn't the plan, I told her. The plan was a guy named Julian, 6'4", jawline like a Greek statue, drove a car that cost more than my childhood home. Julian was adventure. He was weekend trips to Tulum and 5-course meals where you didn't recognize a single ingredient. Sarah nodded, eyes wide. Exactly. So what happened? Tulum happened. I got a call at 3 a.m. My mom had a stroke. I was frantic, crying, trying to find a flight home. Julian, he groaned, rolled over, and asked if I could keep it down because he had a tea time at 8. I looked back at Mark. He's now trying to power wash the mud off his own boots while still wearing them. I broke up with Julian in the airport lobby. I was a wreck. I called Mark. We weren't even dating then, just old friends from high school. I didn't even ask for a ride. I just needed to hear a kind voice. "And?" Sarah prompted. "He didn't just answer," I said. "He was already in his car. He drove 3 hours to the airport, bought me a giant Cinnabon because he knew I hadn't eaten, and drove me straight to the hospital. He stayed in the waiting room for 24 hours. He didn't try to fix it. He didn't make it about him. He just stayed." I watched Mark finally turn off the power washer. He looked over at us, gave a goofy thumbs up, and shouted, "Hey, I found a $20 bill in the gutter. Tacos are on me tonight." I turned back to Sarah. Julian was the guy I wanted to be seen with. But Mark is the guy who sees me. Every messy, broken, unglamorous inch of me. He's not the guy from the movies. He's the guy who stays for the credits. Sarah went quiet. She looked at Mark, really looked at him, and then looked at her own phone, probably thinking about her own adventure guys. "So," I said, standing up to go help him with the hose, "I didn't settle for the guy with the cargo shorts. I traded a trophy for a home." I walked over to him, and he immediately tried to show me the muddy 20. I didn't care about the tacos. I just grabbed his hand and held on tight. Because sometimes the best things in life aren't the ones you plan for.